What's up, y'all? My name's Anna Quinn. I just wanted to take a minute to make a quick video about the whole Fresh and Fit.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube friends and family? Hope everybody's doing great. You know what time it is. It's another episode of the Kenny and Manny Show. I'm going to say it one more time. The Kenny and Manny Show, baby. Yeah. What's going on? How you doing, Manny? What's going on? What's up out there, man?
Chilling, baby. You already know, man. Another day, another dollar, man.
Another what?
What time it is? Another day, another dollar.
That's how it is, man. Another day, another dollar, baby.
Man. It's beautiful here, still in Charlotte. Actually, today is my last day, so we'll be able to get to our back normal, you know, regular settings.
Right. There you go.
I'm tired, man. I'm ready to go back home. It's been a long little vacation, man, but it was worth it. It was needed.
Right. It's always good to decompress. You know, it's always good to get away, you know, from the same scenery. It's good to change it up, man. I encourage everybody. Definitely always take a couple days, 3 days. You'd be surprised how beneficial it is towards your mental health. But you already know. Anna Quinn, man. Anna Quinn. What's up with that, man?
Wow. Yeah, yo, bro, let me tell you, man. I was kind of sleeping on that, you know, because the screenshots, they became popular and everything. They went viral in a sense, right? And we all kind of saw it, but nobody really put a face to the person, right? You know, it was like we saw that. I was like, all right, we took it for what it is, and that was kind of it. And you know what's crazy? Even when I saw like the bits and pieces of like the Fresh and Fit podcast when he was talking in reference to her, I was lost, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, I was completely lost. Of course, it had to do with the fact that he was lying on it as well. It seemed like she was trying, you know, cap. So yeah, man. I wish I had a hat on so I could put the, you know, do the cap, but
cap. We got some.
It looks like it too, yeah.
Cap.
But yeah, man. So yeah, bro. But so crazy. So yeah, it's definitely good to kind of put a face to it. I will say, after watching like her explanation, definitely makes sense where she's coming from, and her story certainly makes sense.
Of course,
her story makes sense.
Of course.
And man, I have so much to say on that. But before I get into all of that, man, you know, any what's your take on so far? I know that you actually mentioned to me that we were going to actually, you know, kind of show a little bit of the clips so people has an idea. We're going to also put her the video in the description, so you guys have like a quick, easy access to it. It's like an 11-minute video. Obviously, we're not going to go through the entire video.
Right.
But yeah, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up the video now.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, let's get to it, guys.
Okay, I see. Yes, you got the screenshots.
Channel, so you should do it.
So before I play the video, I just want you guys to pay attention to the screenshots. Be mindful and be attentive to what she's saying and compare it to the previous Fresh and Fit podcast when this goes bigger than screenshots, right? And being a narcissist. This is really the concept of cyberbullying, you know. And
I agree,
if you hear what Anna Quinn says, you know, she's been harassed countlessly and it's become a legal issue. Every woman should have the right, or in fact, any human should have the right to engage, whatever collaboration or whatever. They should never be forced to do something in order for them to receive a collaboration. And that's one thing about Myron. You could tell that he never had girls previously in his life, because if you did, you wouldn't do that, right? You wouldn't essentially manipulate, right? Because this is a form of manipulation. I get it. You know, red pill all day, but one is red pill too much, and then you start overdosing on the pill dosage, right? You know,
like we spoke about before, now, but the extreme, like no one thing should be extreme. You shouldn't do one thing extreme like that, man. Like even being healthy, like if you're fitness and working out all the time, 24 hours,
you can die from working out.
Yeah,
you can die from working out.
You're messing up your joints and stuff like that, man. Hell yeah.
Right, absolutely. You know, you could put your heart into physical exhaustion. You can pass it. Like anything done excessively is bad. Too much water is bad. You get what I'm saying? Anything done too much is bad. You get what I'm saying? That's what people need to really take into consideration. But without further ado, let's continue.
I actually responded to the DM and I was like, hey, you know, what's up? He said, let's do a collab. I was like, okay, cool. I was actually planning a trip to Miami. So I told him, like, this is what I'm going to be in Miami. I wasn't going to pay to come out to be on his show. And I hadn't even looked into his show. I just kind of went off of the friend's recommendation.
Okay.
So Myron And I went back and forth. I'm just going to pull up the text so I don't say anything that's not true. He asked me when the soonest I was going to be out there is. I told him that I was planning on being there Friday. He said he wasn't going to be available then. And then he asked me a relationship question. For some reason, I did not see that or that part of the message, or I was busy or whatever. So I said, do you want to make it happen, or should I plan for next week? And he said it'd have to be next week. So we're just discussing logistics.
Yo, bro, real quick, if you don't mind, can you stop it for a second? And if you guys can actually take a look at there, you can see that you at the bottom of that screenshot, it does say that you've blocked this account. So clearly, you know, you can see that that's a good indication of somebody trying to, you know, cut off all ties with a person. So that's good, right? Because one would think if she was really trying to extort or expose him, you know, for money or something like that, you would think that she would keep the lines of communication open just in case he has a change of heart or something like that. So just a key little thing that I wanted you guys to pick up on. But again, and of course, guys, we tend to stop the video occasionally just in case there's no like copyright infringement or anything like that as well.
Absolutely.
Right? So
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. And definitely, I mean, she blocked the account. I mean, if she didn't have any intentions of, if she had intentions of seeking clout, as they say, why would she block the account? She would definitely try to see what more can happen, right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's definitely
that door open.
It's an indication he definitely overexerted his boundaries. He definitely trespassed that line.
Answered his question, said, I'm not dating anyone right now, dated someone a couple months last year, but before that I was single and I love talking on that topic. He said, okay, cool, I'm up for that. I'm not going to do anything platonic with you, just being honest. And I thought he was...
So, Mano, I mean, what for the viewers that don't know what platonic means, what does she mean by platonic?
Yeah, essentially, you know, when you have a like when you're like a little kid, and I usually see this from like my cousins when they were younger, like it'll be like a hot throb celebrity like Justin Bieber or something like that.
Okay.
Like you love their music, like the little girls love their music. Doesn't mean they're trying to, you know, oh my God, I want him, you know, I want him like in that particular way. It just means you have like a platonic love for that person that you really cherish or care for that person, right? They give you butterflies and stuff like that. Right. Doesn't mean that you're trying to go anywhere, you know, anything else or do anything else, rather.
Right.
Right. That's kind of the way I like to, you know, explain like a platonic friendship and stuff like that. We usually see that between a fan and like a celebrity or something like that.
So I'm glad you mentioned that, just in case the viewers, they were confused on what that term, because there's certain words that can easily throw the whole narrative off. So, yep.
Agree.
Out for a collaboration because we're both well-known in the fitness industry. And, you know, my
never heard of him in fitness.
Is larger than his. So at the time, I still didn't know he had a 400, you know, him and his partner have a $400,000 subscriber YouTube page. But I have been approached about collaborations before. And so since I was going to be out there, it's down to do it. So when he said, I'm not trying to do anything platonic with you, it was completely left field for me because I was only thinking we were going to do some kind of fitness related content collab. And he said, no problem. I collab directly with girls I date. No pressure.
Ooh. Let's see what the screenshots say.
No pressure, though.
I mean, definitely a lot of pressure.
What? Exactly.
I'm saying. So I'm confused. I'm not trying to do anything with you except collab. No problem. I collab directly with girls I date. No pressure, though. Okay. So, all right. So if we aren't dating, you don't want to collab? No, don't mean to be an asshole, but we have plenty of women in Miami. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Crazy.
And she responded, well, same, LOL. We have plenty of men out here in California. So why would I fly out to Miami to date someone who I don't know anything about? Correct. True. You could be a fucking weirdo. Excuse my French. Trying to keep it YouTube friendly. Simple. Attractive women are common. High value or not. Man. Ego. What you got to say about that, man? What ego?
Simple, man. Well, for starters, I would say you can even go ahead and remove the screen share, bro, from that. I appreciate you bringing that up. Again, guys, we'll drop the link for her video if you want to watch the whole thing. I would certainly urge you to do this. Honestly, man, I'm just kind of following suit to what we've been seeing the trend, and not only because we're following, but also because we think that it's correct. We know it's correct to stop subscribing to her channel, man. I don't want to be no part of toxicity or just like that. That was too much for me to take, man. Again, he considered himself a high value man, but then you're going to go ahead and use your channel as a leverage to try to get girls in bed, man. If you're really truly a high value man and you know how to get girls,
Of
especially if you're considered a
course.
guru,
It's an
you would
even
think that
transaction.
you
You
would
want
need it.
both parties to be into it, not just one. Who the
Exactly.
hell wants to fuck dry pussy, bro?
I don't see how you can do the burning desire that they talk about so much, bro. I just don't see how that's the way. That's definitely not the way.
Right.
Sure.
They were talking about desire and stuff like that, but right there,
Yeah.
that's not an indication of desire. Clearly, I mean, it seems like if you're going to blow her back out, it seems like she's going to go with emotions. I mean, well, obviously she didn't go through it, but it just shows that she's just, if she was to partake in it, it just shows that it was just all for business. What do you get a kick of banging a girl that's not into you? But don't you want the full experience? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you were just talking about that. You were just speaking about that in your podcast. And now you're contradicting
the soul and everything like that, right?
The soul, that's not soul. It sounds like you're trying to get her to sign to your fucking record label or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, what aspect are you in reference to? You know, it doesn't make sense. You know.
Exactly, man. It was definitely too much, man. So I decided to kind of part ways and no longer follow them.
Right, man.
Just because that, man, it was just too much. Of course, you know, I'm not gonna say that we won't watch the videos. We want to see what's going on. Obviously, when
we want to be informed, of course,
we want to be informed. So you know, that's we'll do those things and still bring it back to you guys and give you our takes.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's definitely no way to conduct yourself. And I definitely do want to apologize to Anna and Quinn on behalf of men, because that's not how we conduct ourselves.
Right.
Real
Absolutely.
men do not conduct themselves that way. And again, I'm not taking a shot at Myron, but me personally, bro, and I know that you second that, that's not how we were raised. And the dudes that we know that are real dudes, that's not how they conduct themselves, man.
Right.
One thing is like spitting game.
Spitting game is different.
Girls, you know how we used to say, you know, back block or in the city, whatever. Oh yeah, you gotta spit fire, you gotta spit game. That's that's what that always comes from being smooth and always improvising in your surroundings and coming up with slick ways to look either funny, smart, or like a cool dude, right? It's all about dress, your hygiene and stuff like that.
Right.
Doing that's not cool, man. That's not cute.
That's a no-no,
bro. Like that, like no, man. A dude does that, man. You wouldn't even be able to hang out with me, bro. Like I'm like, no, man. You got to get out of here, bro.
Right.
So yeah, man.
And one thing that was off,
it's crazy.
One thing that was just entirely off. I mean, she showed Anna Quinn. I mean, I believe if you watch further in video, she I'm not sure if that was that video or the other video. Can't remember because I'm watching so many videos. That Myron literally exposed her Instagram, saying, "Oh, Anna Quinn, yeah, this and this and that." And then from that particular podcast, a lot of fanboys, a lot of loyal supporters of the Fresh&Fit were harassing her, saying, "Oh, kill yourself, do this, do that,
crazy."
This, that. Like,
cyberbullying.
You're not a dumb guy. You know what she was doing, putting her, her business out there on her Instagram. You knew people were going to reach out to her. They were going to harass her, and that's a form of cyberbullying. Let's say if Anna Quinn was battling mental illness, or she couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle that harassment. Let's say she ended up doing something to herself. That right there is a crime.
Yeah.
Myron and Fresh&Fit, they'll be responsible to that. That's what we got to realize.
Exactly.
No means no. I'm going to say it again. For you guys trying to pursue women, if they say no, cool, you can possibly try again. But if they say it again, no means no. Remember, there's more women than men, plenty of fishes in the sea. There's no need to manipulate. There's no need to try to extort sex from women. If she's not into you, she's not into you. You get what I'm saying? And that's the case. If you don't care if she's into you, then that debunks their whole debate with aba&Preach in regards to paying for the poom poom, right?
Exactly. Correct. 100%.
Same thing. Because people want the girlfriend experience. They want the girlfriend experience. So, I mean, if pretty much you're not getting a girlfriend experience from Anna Quinn, you might as well pay for it, right?
Might as well at that point. Hey, to each his own, whatever floats your boat. As long as you're happy, everybody else is happy. And no one is getting hurt. Hey, man, this is the amazing part of the world that we live in. There's so much things to do, and there's so many things that we have access to and can reach to. Correct. Right. So, and of course, the internet is a great tool that allows us to do those things and communicate with other people around the world. And again, shout out to you other guys that we appreciate, and we've been able to make friendships pretty much, it's kind of internet friendships, but hey, friendships nonetheless. But man, that's for me it, guys. I have nothing else, man. That was a perfect way to kind of, send the message out, brother. But Anything else you need to add to that?
Hey man, to finalize everything, just remember, guys, if she's not into you, she's not into you. There's no, I mean, high value men, they don't have to act accordingly like that. You don't have to conduct yourselves in that manner. But that's pretty much it. Remember, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Again, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, baby.